Ever wonder who's out there making the world go round? It's truckers. Who unites baristas with coffee beans? Truckers. Who unites dogs with their favorite chew toy? Truckers. That's why Progressive offers truckers even more protection with Cargo Plus coverage to keep truckers moving right along. Quote truck insurance today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. Not yet available in California, New York, and Virginia.
You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
Hi, I'm Todd Nathanson.
And I'm Lina Morgan.
And this is Song versus Song. Every week we're coming to you with a new matchup, and I like this one even though I didn't come up with it. We are doing Lovefool by the Cardigans versus Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer. All right, when I put this matchup on at the end of last week, you didn't recognize it.
I vaguely recall, we've had some time.
Yeah.
To kind of think about it. By the way, this is a bit of housekeeping. We are recording in the same room because Todd is in town. We were at a birthday party where our friend and constant companion, Andrew Underberger, was counting down the top 100 alt-rock songs of the 90s, in his opinion.
Yes.
Which is, may or may not be objectively correct. It's not, but, it's a good one. It was a good list. Neither of these songs are on it. Because, they're more pop songs, I guess, than alt songs.
I could make a case for Lovefool.
Okay. I kind of feel like if you're going to do that, it should be on here. But I will say two things. One, we are literally recording this and Antana is running to a plane to go back to the other side of the country. So if this is a shorter episode, that's the reason why. Our energy might be a little lower. We were out all night at this party. But it made me think that this is kind of a sequel episode.
To what?
I think it's kind of a sequel to our Lisa Loeb, Natalie Imbruglia episode.
One of my best matchups, may I say. Has there ever been a more even matchup?
Maybe. But I do think that looking back on that, it was also a little bit like that was like early to mid 90s to late 90s. Mm-hmm. And this is sort of the same thing. Cardigans being more of a mid 90s band. And then Sixpence None the Richer finding sort of their big one hit at the very end of the decade.
Right. Mid 90s versus... Do you remember why you picked these two songs in general?
I just associate them in my head. I will say that I think that why did my brain do that now that I've had a chance to sit down and go like, I think the answer is that they both are very... TV coded.
They're both from movies.
Yeah, well, they're also, Sixpence None the Richer, that Kiss Me also appears on the Creek, baby. That's a Dawson's Creek situation.
I did not know that, but I instinctively sensed it. Quite honestly, I feel like the lyrics are about Dawson and Joey, or...
Yeah, you can kind of, this is a real...
The trail marked on your father's map, right next to the creek, right? I've never watched the show. Is there literally a creek? He owns a creek, right?
There is a creek. I also have not really watched the show. I was more of a Buffy girly, as you know.
Yes, I'm well aware.
As you're well aware. I will say that, this is, one of those things where I found myself thinking about the fact that the 90s TV shows and songs... I thought about Buffy instantly because Buffy was so in sync with the idea of having songs attached to your show that one of their main set pieces was a club where bands could play called the Bronze.
Yes, Michelle Branch played there. She did Goodbye to You when someone broke up.
Chiba Mato played there. Amy Mann played there, which huge win, except for the fact that it was in the 7th season.
And
Ashanti was on that show once.
Boy, I'll have to go rewatch. That's kind of a mismatch. Did not have a lot of.
I believe that she played Xander's girlfriend, who turned out to be a demon. He's got a type.
Was she like the third black person on that show?
Boy.
But the important thing is that when Buffy had her prom dance with Angel, what did they dance to? It was Wild Horses by the Sundays, right?
Oh, that's right.
And what are Sixpence None the Richer but a poor man's The Sundays?
Ooh, I don't. So, like, I will say the other reason why I feel like I had matched these two together in my head is because in my mind, not knowing a fucking thing, I was like, well, here are these two, like, very, like, Nordic European bands.
No. I mean, they're both extremely blindingly white, yes.
Well, the thing is that the lead singer for Sixpence, so Sixpence None the Richer, to get it out of the way, is like a Texas band, and then like I think they're doing stuff in Tennessee now that they're reassembled. But it was the music video. It wasn't just that like they were all white people. It was that blunt haircut. Do you remember the haircut? Like that's.
Oh, do I remember the Lee Nash's haircut? Yes.
That is not. I mean, like it's also a bit of a Buffy Summers haircut, I suppose. But like there's something very European about it, where you're like, you are lucky that you have such delicate features because that is an ogre's haircut.
I mean, it's the '90s short bangs, almost pixie haircut that women tend to wear, and she pulled it off. She pulled it very, like, if she had a different facial features, no, but like.
But the point is that, like, I mean, it was extreme. Like, that was, people used to joke about Buffy Summers getting, like, the bangs would get shorter and shorter, which has paid dividends for her because now in hindsight, like, there's, like, a meme of, like, every time a guy hits on you, you cut your bangs a little bit shorter.
Just an angry, movie haircut,
It is. I mean, obviously, like, the Sixpence None the Richer, not an angry band.
No.
No, and, like, there are layers, right? Because you go, like, that's Texas? And you're like...
They're very willowy for Texas.
Christian rock band? Like, there's a lot of things that you wouldn't, I mean, obviously, I'm sure most people listening at this point are like, oh, yeah, I knew that. But I didn't... I grew up in the 90s where they had the one song, so I didn't think about it that much, and then I went back and discovered these surprising facts that, if you look at their trajectory, it's some Christmas albums, it's a lot of like, Santa knows what I want, but Jesus knows what I need.
Is that really?
That is literally a song.
Oh, wow. Because I figured like they were Christians in a band, and they had they probably went to church every Sunday, but like there were a lot of bands back during that time who had like were Christian-y, but like officially not Christian rock.
Well, I mean, like if you look at I found an article, let's see, from Details magazine in October 1996 called Jesus Rocks.
A lot of these bands started out in the scene and then just to build up a following and some cred, and then they, as soon as the majors came calling, it was like, nope, we're done with that.
I think that Sixpence None the Richer kind of, for the most part, stuck by it. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, you don't listen to Kiss Me and go, they're kissing Jesus. But, like, I think that is a thing that they kind of, like, I mean, they did a Tiny Desk concert, like, 6 months ago as of us recording. And it was still pretty Jesus forward.
Here's my thoughts. Like, I remember you posting that. I was like, yeah, that's a good one. I added it to the list. But here's what I imagined you put these together for, because I wouldn't have. But, like, I thought it was like, okay, well, they're both from teen romance movies.
Sure.
That is one thing. Also, they are twee. They are twee-ass songs.
I guess, yeah, I mean, Lovefool is... I think, about as twee as the Cardigans get.
Oh yeah, that is like it's their biggest hit for a reason. It is their sugariest, it is their poppiest. Like, if you listen to that song, you would have a wildly incorrect understanding of who the Cardigans are versus Kiss Me. I mean, that's the whole Sixpence experience.
Yeah, again, like I found an article that was pre that album coming out.
Wait, what, for Cardigans?
Yeah, that's also 95, and they're making jokes about, like, suicide. They're like, people talk about how much people commit suicide in Sweden, but Finland, they do it so much that they don't even get a chance to make pop music. And you're like, Jesus, okay, damn.
Oh yeah, no, they are an alternative band. They could have made, although now that I think about it, Utz Underberger put the Sundays on that list. So if the Sundays go on that list,
yeah, it's kind of wild. You know what? I'll say this: if I was making a list of such a thing, I think I would probably be more likely to make a pop list, and I would put both of these songs on it. How about that? But yeah, he could have put My Favorite Game on.
Yeah,
My Favorite Game is definitely alty.
Oh yeah, most of their stuff is very alty. They just managed to catch big in America for the one moment that they were kind of not.
It's funny because I don't think that, like, the long tail of history suggests that My Favorite Game is a big song, but I remember people really liking that, and I seem to recall you liking that song.
Oh yeah, I remember that song being everywhere. I thought that song was really good, and I was really offended that people think of the Cardigans as a one-hit wonder, because they are not to me. Absolutely not.
No, and they've got a lot of songs that are successful. I'm not sure how many of them. I'm trying to remember if Carnival was also a hit here. It might have been. It's a record. Like, when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this song.
Yeah. Those are the only two I think people would generally know, unless they're like a Cardigans fan. Like, maybe I think they had one off the Shrek soundtrack or something. But
yeah, the thing about Sixpence is that they have the one song, and then they're known for doing covers.
Yes, I can name 3 Sixpence None the Richer songs off the top of my head. Kiss Me is one, and the other 2 are covers.
Yeah, it's There She Goes and Don't Dream It's Over.
Yeah, and that's for that reason I would also not choose to do Sixpence None the Richer for One Hit Wonderland, and I haven't yet. But there's a case for it. I feel like.
Yeah, I
feel like cover songs don't count.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you could do it. It's also one of those situations where, I guess we'll get into it, but I do think of Kiss Me as being one of those really ubiquitous, pretty songs that are decade-defining by a band that was never going to go anyplace, and it was really obvious, like, the moment you saw them. Obviously, they went someplace. They're still together and doing things, and people are very happy that they're still around. So, I'm not trying to be disparaging, but on, like, the sense of being, like, worldwide, decades famous, that is not a thing that was ever going to happen.
No, they're spiritually one-hit wonders.
Yeah, it's nice and spiritual, as it turns out.
Yeah, and
so
spiritually
it all works
spiritual,
out.
yes.
But here's my question to you. You started posing these things last time, and I think they make sense again here. Which is the better lyrics?
Well, do we have like a strong feeling about, like, overall which side we're taking on this?
Okay, that's a fair point. Okay, I am gonna take Kiss Me. I'm gonna go, I think, the less popular route, and I'm gonna take the one hit wonder.
All right, that's funny to me, like, because when we did this at the end of the last episode, which I was scared it was going to be a bloodbath, and it would turn out to be at least respectable, not like a total 90-10 knockout. And then I put this, and, like, Underberger was like, "This is going to be a bloodbath." And I'm like, "No, it's not."
Could be, though. Could be.
No, it's not. I don't know, but, like, a lot of people said, like, this is a hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby matchup. I was like, no. And maybe I am still living in the 90s where these are 2 equally big songs. I don't know which one has had the longer tail. So I could take either. So if you want to take Kiss Me, I can take Lovefool. Lovefool's a great song.
I came very close.
I came very close too. I could go either way on this also.
I think that because you've got Kiss Me, which is apparently, and we'll talk about this too, the first song that Taylor Swift ever learned to play.
That tracks.
It absolutely does, right? I mean, again, when we just had this conversation where it's like, where would Taylor Swift be without X? And the answer is Taylor Swift is like, it's like Thanos, inevitable. Taylor Swift was always going to exist. She's too big,
right,
too powerful. But it is interesting that was the first song that she played on the guitar. It makes a lot of sense. It does kind of feel predictive, if nothing else. And as far as I was like, well, who do I know that's done Lovefool? And the answer is Leighton Meester. And I was like, Leighton Meester. Now, I'll tell you, it doesn't mean anything to most people on a pop music level, but Leighton Meester, very close to my heart because she, like, most famously played Blair Waldorf on Gossip Girl. And she is in my holy trinity of rich bitches with a heart of gold on television.
I thought you were a Blake Lively person. She was on that, right?
I love Blake Lively, but, like, she's not a rich bitch with a heart of gold on that show. That she's not in that role.
I mean, I just kind of assumed that was all of them. I've never watched the show.
But like, specifically...
Even the guys. But
yes, I mean, that's fair, but, like, Blair is slotted in the same way that, like, my other two, Whitley Gilbert from A Different World and Cordelia Chase from Buffy. Mm-hmm. Those are my big three. And I love Leighton Meester, and it almost made me switch back to Lovefool just because I love her so much.
You love her. Say that you love her.
I do. I mean, and she fools me all the time with that deviant behavior. Anyway, yes, I've picked it, and now we can kind of get into it. So, all right, why are you, like, ultimately, like, if you were going to pick Lovefool, why would that be?
Well, you said, like, which one has the better lyrics? Like, when I did the episode on it, I kind of realized at the last moment, and this was like my last big insight that I inserted at the last minute into the video, was that, this is a song about a pathetic woman who just wants you to lie to her and say that you love her and all that. And it kind of dawned on me, like, that's kind of what they're doing in the song. Like, this is a sweet, happy, enjoyable song about something that's not, in fact, very enjoyable. It's a very dark, pathetic song. If you want Pretty Lies, Lovefool is the song. It is, boy, I don't want to agree with Underberger on this, but I can see why this, like, song stands head and shoulders above the other one, because, like, it is so incredibly, like, in your face. This is, like, it feels like the turbo pop moment of, like, the 2010s. Just, like, it is so in your face, but with love and joy. Kind of bubblegum music. Kind of reminds me of Sugar Baby Love by the Rubettes. I don't know if you know that one, but it is just, like, so sugary. It is like a full blast of breakfast cereal. And I will never not love it for that reason. So, but what's your case for Kiss Me?
All right, so if we're doing lyrically, I like a good story song, and this is very that. And this is also the other thing is that when I was going back and forth and I realized that they both have this 90s movie / TV show thing going on. If I'm picking the one that I think is best suited to that role, and I think that that's a big part of this matchup for me, it's definitely Kiss Me. Like, that song is so perfect for that. Like, it's just so geared. It was made to be constantly used on TV shows and in movies. Because it's like The Creek and She's All That are the two that, like, people generally know the song for. And it's perfect for both of them. But yeah, I mean, like, I like the lyrics. Like, I think it opens. I mean, they both, like, this is actually really tough if you look, because it's like, Lovefool has, dear, I fear we're facing a problem. You love me no longer, I know, and maybe there's nothing I can do to make you do. Good lyric. Like, that's really, really good. And then Kiss Me Out of the bearded barley. I mean, here's the thing. Like, if somebody, like, came through the bearded barley, I don't know that I'd be like, time to make out. Be like, what are you doing on that bearded ass barley, bitch? Get out of here. No,
it's a very, it's a cottagecore song. It invented cottagecore.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's got, like, a very good opening lyric, and, like, it's very evocative, and it's, it's very, like, homey, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like a homespun love song.
Yeah.
Right? Like, doesn't it seem like somebody that like is in your neighborhood or like lives in your barn?
Yeah. I mean, I figured you were going to say this one has the better lyrics because it is like by far the gayest of the two. No, don't look at. Like,
No. Straight man, please explain it to me.
No. I'm okay. Okay. Look, I'm just saying this is the most girl-on-girl song I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, okay, well, bring your flowered hat. Also, I mean, like, I can imagine that, but like, a guy with a flowered hat, that's like a Johnny Depp and Benny and June type hipsters. Like, so maybe, but like, let me see. Pull up the lyrics for me.
Here they are.
All right. Okay. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. Okay. I realize I am a straight guy and I have to talk about gay things a lot and I wonder what I have to offer there. Okay. I am using all of my life experience as a straight man to tell you that there is no heterosexual explanation for that. Okay? There is not. No woman has ever said, you wear those shoes at me so that we can match her dress. That is a woman talking to a woman. I swear to God.
This song is from now, and it's an Instagram post. And I'll tell you, I've seen those Instagram posts, and every time the guy turns out to be gay and that marriage falls apart. So you know what? I conceded to you. You got it. Sorry.
No, what I understand is that one of the guys in the band wrote it, Matt Slocum.
Yep.
He was like trying to write it for a woman and, for their female front woman to sing. And it was like, okay, that's why it kind of seems a little wacky or at least a little gender confused.
Also, by the way, I believe he was in Europe when he was recording it. So it is European.
Well, there you go. But just like, regardless of like the actual lyrics, just like the vibe of it, like I said, it's very cottagecore. Like, I don't know, like I hear this and I hear the Indigo Girls.
Well, take the trail marked on your father's map. I don't know, man. That's neither straight nor gay. That's Goonies. Like,
yeah, what is the deal with that? Are they hunting treasure? Like,
it does seem like they're looking for One-Eyed Willie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You ever get that vibe? Anyway, I do like it. Ultimately, yes. I think that, like, I mean, like, it's a little, if I'm going to criticize the lyrics, they are very twee and a little, I don't know, like, kiss me beneath the milky twilight, lead me out on the moonlit floor. Like, I mean, I like it. Again, it's one of those things where sometimes a thing that is very simple and very expected, a thing where it's like you can anticipate what the next lyric is going to be, is great. It's one of those songs where you hear it and you think, this song always existed.
Yeah, it does feel like a true classic.
And that is kind of, I think, there we go. I finally found it. Yeah. I did the thing where I talked around my bullshit until I found the point I was trying to make.
It's what we do.
This song feels...
That's called a podcast.
That's called podcasting, baby. Anyway, yes, I do think that this song, when you hear it, you think this song has always existed. Like when they were drawn on the first cave walls, someone was singing this song. And that someone was Taylor Swift, because she's immortal.
Yes. There is a Geico commercial, or a Progressive commercial, which is like straight up a parody of She's All That. But like instead of playing Kiss Me, they play She's So High by Tal Bachman. And I was like, and it's clearly a parody of the walking down the stairs scene from She's All That. And I was like, could they not afford Kiss Me? It's like Kiss Me is, that classic that they couldn't afford it. And Progressive has all the money.
No, I mean, we know the reason why. Sixpence None the Richer said, Progressive.
You don't know that. Maybe they're cool Christians, goddammit.
It was a joke. It was a joke, Max.
God damn it.
I want to remind everybody that I take drugs now, so I'm not as angry as I used to be. Yeah, I don't know, dog. That's kind of in the end why it lands for me. So that's sort of like the lyrical answer to the question. Let's talk about the music.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't have come up with this one on my own just because
musically they're very different.
Yeah, like one is the very upbeat twee, and one is the very cute downbeat twee. I tell you, I have tried to play Lovefool on the piano, and I can do it. I can do it now, but that is a weird chord structure.
It is, isn't it?
Yes. It is doing a lot. It is a very, very complicated song, at least for a pop song. At least for the chord structure, and and then it hits the bridge, dun 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 dun, dun, and it's like, okay, yeah, you guys are Swedish. You know all the chords. You know all the chord structures.
They do, and also it is complex. But the thing is, when you think about that song, mostly what you're thinking about is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is a complex song, but I think that kind of the appeal of it is that it's deceptive in that way. Because the stuff that you're really thinking, it's like almost like listening to Smells Like Teen Spirit, right? Like there's so much, or no, it's, you think of,
Yeah.
Right? Like there's a lot more going on there, but that's the thing, right? This really simple thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's a deceptive little, little riff there because it goes into so many different places afterwards. For me, what I think of musically is the bridge and or the pre-chorus at the very least. Dun, 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 and then he goes, and that drum intro into the chorus where it all kicks in. That is like the music for me.
Yeah, it also makes me think of dun, 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 wee, wee. Sorry.
That is Connection by Elastica,
which is on Andrew Underberger's list. Made the list.
Yeah, that's like the one vestige of their altness on this song. And, otherwise you would think of this as like some Europop band like ATC or Eiffel 65 or something. Like maybe not that electronic.
But they don't feel like Max Martin to me. I don't think so.
That's fair. But it's not a million miles away from Max Martin either.
No, you can see how it's like, I don't think of it as being in conversation, but they're having another conversation in the same room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you say that the complexity mixed with the simplicity of the stuff that you're really going to sort of note top of mind when you think of that song is the reason why you would pick it sort of on a musical level?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick Lovefool for any reason, that would be the one. And since that's the one I ended up with, since you claimed Kiss Me First, that would be why. There's so much going on in it. It sounds like a very hard song to write.
Yeah, and Lovefool is, once again, you couldn't get more further from that. This is like the opposite.
You mean Kiss Me?
Kiss Me, that's what I meant. That's what I said. Kiss Me.
Okay, yep.
I definitely said that. Don't go back and check my math. Anyway, the point is that Kiss Me is so bare bones simple. Mm-hmm. The complexity is we kicked it up to the third fret. You know what I mean? Like it's a C, a sus,
yep,
and a seventh.
Let's say that I believe that a 10-year-old aspiring songwriter could plausibly learn this as their first song.
Absolutely. And a pushing 50 almost never plays her guitar anymore, but could pick it up and instantly play it also. Could be done quite easily, and I know that because I did it right before we recorded. I was like, can I play this? Yes, of course I can. But that's sort of it's the same thing. This is the appeal. It's also, in my mind, when I think about sort of this 90s pop music that kind of had a little bit of alt crossover, people who are alt people would still like a song or whatever. Mm-hmm. This is what it sounds like. Acoustic-y, there are sus chords. They do the thing where it's like a C to a CB to an A minor to an A minor G to the F without the finger held down at the end. It's like, I should know what that is called, but I've been playing guitar for too long, and so I forgot it all. That little walking down structure is so of that era, but in a good way. It's like I say that complimentary, that song structure to me is so achingly beautiful, so fucking pretty, so instantly memorable, so eternal, that again, it's like that simplicity rules the day.
Yeah. I mean, it is a winner right from those opening chords. But for me, what puts it over the top is the accordion. Yeah. That song is not finished till they came up with that, as far as I'm concerned. And that's, oh God, it's such a beautiful song. It is very funny to me that this reads as pop. Like you said, the Sundays in 1990 read as very indie. And of course, the 90s changed a lot from 1990 to 1999.
It sure did. It sure did. I mean, it changed from 1990 to like 1994. By the time you get to the halfway point, it's completely. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying this. Like anybody doesn't know.
Yeah, by the time Party of Five exists, like that stuff has like become completely mainstream.
Yeah, I mean, REM was indie.
Yeah, and then they weren't. Then they were the biggest band in of the decade. So.
Okay. I guess we've kind of already talked around this, but I feel like the third question is, what is the better movie song or a TV song?
It's funny how Lovefool is so tied with Romeo and Juliet, William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. It's barely even in.
I know, but people really do associate with old Boz.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, that song is very, very Baz Luhrmann coded, let's say.
For sure.
Like, it is so in your face with the flowers and sunshine. Like, it makes total sense, but it's not really in the movie. And it's hard for me to imagine like what kind of movie scene it would work for. I mean, it's so tied to that movie that they perform it when they're doing Romeo and Juliet in Hot Fuzz, and I have seen. I can't think of a place that actually used it unironically. It was in the Pam and Tommy miniseries, where like Pam is having a good time because she's hearing Lovefool coming on the radio. I was like, yeah, things are good, things are great, and I think she finds out about the tape, right? So that's what that is. Kiss Me. Is She's All That. Like, it isn't like not extricable.
Also, by the way, could have put Kiss Me in Romeo and Juliet.
Oh yeah, very much. Except that it didn't exist yet, but that could be their romantic song, absolutely, yeah. It could be anyone's romantic song, quite honestly.
Could it be ours?
If things ever change for me, who knows? But
wow, all right. I love that. If things ever change for you. What a bastard.
Okay.
Anyway.
But yeah, She's All That is a pretty terrible movie. But the Kiss Me scene, it works. It very works.
She's All That is a terrible movie. I don't know, man. That's a Rachel Lee Cook joint. You can't really come down on that. How dare you?
There's only the two. So.
Wait, what's the other one? Josie and the Pussycats?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know, was she in Summer Catch or some other terrible?
I don't know. I mean, I always think that like the trilogy of Rachel Lee Cook is those two movies and the This Is Your Brain on Drugs ad.
Correct. This is what your family goes through.
It's pretty good. I have to say, if you're trying to talk people out of doing drugs,
yeah,
pretty good. Anyway.
Actually, I guess I do feel a little kinder to She's All That than when I first saw it. Like, maybe I would have to rewatch it. I watched He's All That recently.
Isn't wild. Unbelievable. Starring huge pop sensation Addison Rae. Weird.
She's not good in it, but she does perform Teenage Dream at karaoke during it. And it was like, oh, she actually has a singing voice. I did not realize it, assuming that's her actually singing.
Yes, well, we all know now. We've kind of caught up to Addison Rae.
I mean, like, she doesn't really sing on her music. She performs very breathily, and I just kind of assumed she couldn't sing.
Nah, she could do it.
Yeah, who knew?
She's got it.
But they do play Kiss Me right at the end of He's All That, and Rachel Lee Cook plays Addison Rae's mom.
Yep.
And she's like, oh, I love this song.
Yeah, what's funny is that it's like unrelated. Like, it's not a sequel movie. That's the thing to know about He's All That, is that she's not, like, Rachel Lee Cook is not playing the same character.
Although she could be, who knows?
But I believe that that it's technically not a sequel.
Yeah, no, it is not a sequel. Like I mean, she's a nurse, and like the girl we see in She's All That definitely didn't become a nurse.
No, she's an artiste.
Yes, she would be doing something artistic. I'm fairly certain, not something useful to society. So,
like podcasting.
Like podcasting, yes.
There it is. Okay.
Rachel Lee Cook is one of us in that movie.
There you go. The bottom line is that "Kiss Me" is head and shoulders the better movie and TV show song. I don't even think it's close.
You tell me how it was used in Dawson's Creek.
I don't remember. I believe that they might even be on the creek when it plays. I don't even remember now. I looked it up and then promptly forgot because I just don't care about the creek was not my show.
I mean, did they take the trail marked on his father's map to the creek? That's why I assumed.
You know what? Yes.
Funnily enough, the Cardigans also were a teen show phenom. They performed at the graduation of Beverly Hills 90210.
They did. That's right.
I just read that. These are two shows I have not watched a single second of. Maybe I'll go back to that. Like, I need some garbage to waste my time with. I don't know.
There you go. See, now if we had prepared for this episode, we would have already done it.
Watch Dawson's Creek at
in
Beverly
its
Hills
entirety. Yeah, that's right. And 90210 in its entirety.
Yeah. Well,
just to talk about these two songs.
Like, that would have been like 6 full seasons of 90210. I was like, no.
We should have seen. This is where we should have had a guest. If we'd had a guest in.
Well, we're doing this on the seat of our pants.
I know we're like, again. We're like 35 minutes deep into this episode, and I'm like flagging because we were up all night.
And then I have a flight to catch, and then I have to spending a week with my family. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough for me.
Oh yeah. All right. So with that being said, I think we should just do like our usual questions. Run through them real quick. This is going to be a shorter episode.
It doesn't got to be shorter.
Well, no, I want you to get. I don't listen. The last time, a bit of housekeeping once again. The last time you were in town, you missed your flight. I would like for that to not happen again.
I mean, I show up 20 minutes before I have to board every time, and it usually doesn't go bad for me. So,
Okay. Well, the questions. We talk a bunch of shit, and then we use the questions to pretend that we're going to make sense out of it. We'll do them quick. Obviously, the big question is question number 1. One of these songs going to stick around, the other one going to disappear like it never existed for the culture, which is the song that has to stay.
Oh, geez. Like, I feel like this is a pretty even matchup that you chose very well.
Thank you.
And I disagree with Unterberger that says one of these is so much more towering than the others. What you answer.
I can't. This is one of those things where I think that both of these songs are so ubiquitous. I guess I would stick with Kiss Me, partly because it's the one song that Sixpence has got that really broke through. That's not a cover. Yeah. But also, again, that kind of eternalness that it has. Whereas, you look at the Cardigans and it's like, yes, obviously this one song is also like their big breakthrough song. But the thing is, the bit of research that I did on this, as far as like listening to back catalog, I thought Cardigans, great band.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like this is a band I would buy multiple records of. You know what I mean? So like, I think they're going to be okay. I don't think the world's going to end. I think it's all going to be all right without Lovefool. I'm sorry, Leighton Meester.
I think I would lean towards Lovefool on it just because that's the song I hear most on like Jack FM or Bob FM or whatever. And
what would Jack and Bob do?
And Unterberger FM apparently plays it all the time.
There you go. Okay, that's fair. Okay,
but like, the Cardigans, great band. Check out Rise and Shine. That was my favorite
great
of them.
Great song. Carnival, great song.
My favorite game, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
It's funny. Like I've seen Lovefool kind of grouped in with No Doubt. I was like, that's shared the same bands. And my favorite game is obviously Garbage. Like,
absolutely. Oh yeah, for sure.
They straddled the line between No Doubt and Garbage.
There you go. Go listen to our No Doubt versus Garbage episode.
Yes.
Both songs of which appeared on Unterberger's list.
Yes.
Anyway, all right. So, question 2, you could be a fly on the wall, experience Soup to Nuts, including music video. Which, like one of these, which is the one where you want to see how the sausage got made?
I guess Lovefool, because there's so much going on in that. Like, Sixpence None the Richer just seems like they wrote the song and it was good. Like,
yeah, I agree. Also, music video wise, I could hang out with that guy on the island. If he doesn't want to be with this very like pixie-esque blonde girl, perhaps he's interested in a transsexual. Sir, Todd doesn't want it. What about you?
You know, there are actually 2 videos for Lovefool.
I know, I'm aware.
And one of them is like, clearly this was an indie band at one point and they don't realize they're not that anymore. It's like, it is not surprising me that they shot a second video for it.
Yeah, but I love that second video. It's the one that most people know, which is like, he's got like the little like I Dream of Jeannie bottle.
Yes.
And like they're in the bottle singing the song. Like, great. Very genie in a bottle, if you will.
Very aqua-coated.
Yes, oh my God, yes.
Yes. Speaking of like a Europop band that they, you know, it is weird that there's a band out there I can compare to No Doubt, Garbage, and Aqua equally, and
it's the Cardigans.
It's you know, perfectly in the middle of that triangle.
I still think it's very like this article that I found about the Cardigans that was a Melody Maker in at the very end of 1995. It says, if you like Saint Etienne, Stereolab, and Dubstar, you'll love the What? Why? So like
that's you know, Saint Etienne, I hear, like if you've heard their earlier stuff, that makes sense. Like Stereolab and Dubstar. Like,
it's very like, wow, so they really just were all things to all people.
Yeah. They had many facets.
Yeah. I mean, like, that
sweets,
is ultimately true. Okay, so third question. Megan Thee Stallion get up to night hot girl shit. She's putting on a playlist to get ready for that night. The bottom line is one of these songs, and only one can be hot girl shit. This has got to be Lovefool.
Do we even have to answer this?
No, this is very obvious. Very obvious, very clear.
Yeah, I mean, like, one is upbeat and one is not. That's the long and the short of it.
Yeah. Okay. William Shat. Final question. not just the most important question that we ask on the show, but the most important question that we ask in all recorded human history. William Shatner. There we go. Thespian, equestrian, a singer. We're going to give it to him. He's going to do a William Shatner version of only one of these 2 songs. Todd, which one has to be shat upon?
I feel like this is like inapt for both.
It is. It's like a really like. I mean, like, I think it's Lovefool. Like, just that, dear, I fear we're facing a problem.
Yeah. For me, it's like, so I cry, I pray, and I beg.
It is. It's very like, as far as, you know, insofar as there is a serious answer to this question.
Yeah.
Which occasionally we find, it is really the bottom line, like, which is the one where you can get the most spoken word about it.
Yes.
You know, it's not just William Shatner. It's very like Mike Myers and So I Married an Axe Woman Murderer. You know what I mean? And it's like, This has got a lot of, whoa, man.
Yeah, versus Kiss Me, I think that'd just be a disaster all the way around.
She stole my heart and my cat. That's the song. That's Lovefool. Okay. Well.
All right. That was...
The questions. All the questions. We're doing so many questions now. It's a real question show.
Well, I mean, otherwise it's kind of like a rambling show. So otherwise, I feel like we did not have to speed through this. I mean, it's a substantial episode. We're just saying it really, really fast.
There you go.
All right. Well, anyway, we've done our questions, those questions. Now we must turn to the readers. Readers, we love you. Let's see if you had anything good to write this week. Sometimes you don't. All right. Emma Bowd writes, if mentioning Fireflies in any way influenced Owl City to write their song, I'm taking my vote away from you, Sixpence None the Richer. You know, speaking of twee.
Gosh.
Speaking of wimpy songs.
That is, yeah, well, that song sucks.
I am not anti-Fireflies. I'm not necessarily pro-Fireflies.
Okay. Well, no, I'm not. It's not about the Fireflies.
Fireflies in quotes. Fireflies the song.
Oh, okay.
But I am very pro-Fireflies the insect.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I feel like that's a pretty... Imagine somebody being like, I just hate those little lightning bugs.
Yeah.
That's like saying you don't like the Muppets. Like, what's wrong with you?
All right. Dip writes, I watched that Enron doc back when I had a huge documentary phase in high school, So to me, Lovefool will forever be a very cynical song about the trappings of greed in a capitalist society. I don't remember that specific scene of that documentary, but that documentary is fucking nuts. Their editing choices, their like soundtrack choices, it's just bizarre. Like they talk about like the dark, tricks they use to hide their money, and there's like a guy doing magic tricks set to like Magic Man by Heart or something like that.
This is amazing. I had no idea.
No, it's a bizarrely made documentary. I
like that, but it does make me think that when they made the sequel to American Psycho.
Oh, right. American Psycho 2, like, and she's a woman.
Yeah. I was like, you could have used Lovefool in that one. There you go. And that stars Mila Kunis, a very young Mila Kunis, and William Shatner.
Oh, geez. Okay. TJ Hooker himself. All right. Okay. Tiger Cat 919 writes, the only good thing about Kiss Me is that it's a better song than Natalie Merchant's Wonder. But that's not a tall wall to climb over.
We're at war.
Oh, we'll find a way to put Natalie Merchant on here sometimes, because we will be.
I mean, yes,
I'm wildly anti Natalie Merchant.
Oh my God. Okay,
Right.
Well, that's you're wrong, but objectively incorrect.
All right. All right. Thomas R. writes, song versus song fanfic. Alina wants to give Todd a makeover to make him more popular on YouTube, but all Alina ends up doing is pulling the hood off of Todd's head, and everyone is all like, wow, Todd looks so different. Yes, my hood are my, like, dorky girl glasses. I just got to take it off, and then, Kiss Me starts playing.
Hold on. Show me your face. No.
Okay. Music Man 6967 writes, one feels like a mood, the other feels like a vibe. Music criticism in 2026, folks.
I'm still thinking about those black soulless eyes of Todd in the Shadows.
Yeah, they are also both a mood and a vibe.
Your black soulless eyes, so true.
Yes. All right. Maxine Raccoon Revolution writes, Kiss Me is too straight for my taste.
But apparently.
I'm reading that because it infuriates me. All right. Hilja writes, I loathed Lovefool as a kid. The video creeped me out. The earworm of it all was too much. I've completely turned around, however, and have become, dare I say, a love fool.
Yes, well, love makes fools of us all.
All right, Mara Copeland writes, Lovefool easily. It's featured in one of my favorite movies of all time, Hot Fuzz.
I really thought it was going to be like the Enron documentary.
All right, Bale Harp writes, Dear, I fear we're facing the most obvious choice in song versus song history.
Oh, I don't think so. But I mean, it might be. This is going to end up being the blowout we thought last episode was going to be.
Well, I mean, like, the blowout last episode was still, like, 2-1, which is, respectable considering what it was You're So Vain against fucking Fleetwood Mac Dreams. So
I know.
So if it manages to get that close, I will declare it not a blowout.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Dork Mode writes, anyone else wonder what the hell was so special about the trail marked on that guy's father's map? I need some closure on that anecdote.
Again, you're going to have to just watch the Goonies. That's a Goonies question. That's a question for the Goonies.
All right. Comet writes, this just makes me want to watch She's All That. So I did quickly check out the trailer on YouTube. And at the end of the trailer, it literally says, featuring Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer. Like, yes, the movie was coasting entirely on the success of that song. All right. Wagner Coop writes, I think this is going to be a very unfair blowout. Unfair because Kiss Me is uncool retail core. But it might be the best retail core song to ever exist.
There you go. I don't know if is that a term? Retail core? Is that in the lexicon?
I don't know, but I feel very strongly that Stars by Simply Red is like the most retail core song of all time.
Okay.
Natalie Sturhan writes, follow-up question, which cringy interpolation is worse, Love Me by Justin Bieber or Moonlit Floor by Lisa? Do you know these songs? I listened to them quickly before they...
I didn't answer. I'll let you speak on our behalf.
All right. Moonlit Floor by Lisa came out a couple years ago, and it is rough. Or, like, it is, like, Well, it's a crappy sample. Like that. But "Love Me" by Justin Bieber came out in like 2010. Core annoying Bieber, and it is much worse, I would say.
Woo!
All right. And one last one. Sean Drury writes, so I assume the bonus fifth question for this episode is, which Newfound Glory cover is better? I mean...
So coverable that it could have been, like, it could have just had, like, a quick Me First and the Gimme Gimmes album that's just these two songs over and over again.
I mean, pop punk covers, they're like a
dime,
I know,
they sure are, but I do associate Me First and the Gimme Gimmes as, like, they're like the pop punk cover band.
Yeah, I feel Sean Drury added, it was Kiss Me, for the record, and I listened to both and I agree, it was Kiss Me. They kept the accordion. It was a pop punk cover, but they kept the accordion.
Key, that's it.
All right, so we did this. We're done. I got a plane to catch, but there are, things you can do for us and for the world. If you like us, you can give us your money on Patreon, and you will get access to all our bonus episodes. And you guys even you patrons pick what we watch every month. We do a bonus episode every month where you guys make us watch something and we watch it. This last month, it was Heated Rivalry. We watched the entire thing and had thoughts about it. This month, it was just 3 random episodes of The Simpsons, and who knows what it'll be next month. You guys can give us money for that, and you will have something to listen to on your commute. It'll be great.
Wow.
And
I like that it's like, if you like us, press 1. If you like the world, press 2.
Press 2 is we have some trans charities we are linking to in the description. The world is bad. It could be better, and you could help make it better if you toss a little money to these good people. We'd appreciate it. We love you guys, and we assume you love us back. So that's the best way you can prove that you are worthy of being our fans.
Yeah, just remember that most trans people are not as annoying as I am, and those people deserve to live.
Yes.
If you want me to die, press 3.
And that is it. The last thing, normally we give the results first before we do the plugs.
Oh, we did it all out of order. What are the results? And we also haven't done what the next episode is.
Yeah, usually it goes results, plugs, and then the next episode. We're doing 2 and 1 in reverse here, but who do you think won?
I mean, it seems like the Cardigans have got this in hand.
Do you think it's a blowout?
I do.
By how?
I think it's going to be like a 80-20. I think it's going to be pretty bad.
All right. Okay, we'll see which one is the hydrogen baby and which one's the coughing bomb. Okay. For a total of 602 to 297.
That's pretty bad, though.
That's a 67-33 split. It's basically exactly the same as the last one.
Okay.
Except it's exactly 2/3. We love them. We'll say that we love them. It is, of course, the Cardigans with Lovefool over Sixpence None the Richer, who are none the richer because they lost this episode. But that is who the winner is. And so all that is left is to do the plugs. If you like us, you can do...
Oh, wait.
God damn it.
What's the next episode?
Next episode, we will be doing Hungry Heart by Bruce Springsteen versus Uptown Girl by Billy Joel.
Everybody's got a hungry heart.
Oh, that's going to be a good one. I'm so happy. We're going to... unlike this crappy episode. All right.
Oh, God, this is the best episode we've had in a while. We're actually in the room together. Always the best episode.
It went well.
There we go.
All right.
According to us. See you next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Post people do not wait for the perfect time. They learn between shifts and family dinners. At Post University, online education is built for busy schedules, so you can keep moving forward without putting life on hold. And Post makes it personal, with support from real people who care about your goals. Become a Post person. Learn more at post.edu.